now we take a brief look at the matchups for our tip-off coming moments from now. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Tim?
Yeah, everybody seems a little confused. I know we are. I have no idea why she was foul in that situation. What was she doing?
Now here's Vandersloot. Outside Atkins for three. Wilson pulls it down.
She may have been surprised to cut herself so open, and maybe that's why she missed.
Pass to Ionescu. Clark outside. Puts up a three. It's not going to go for her.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Lucky she was off.
I just hope that was a mistake by the D, because if that's how they plan to guard her, they're going to have serious problems.
Atkins, solid play on the low block, and that one's good.
Well, Atkins can score from pretty much anywhere on the court. Inside, outside, it doesn't matter. She'll find a way.
I don't even want to comment on that shot.
Look, if you're going to attempt a buzzer beater, better make sure there's actually a buzzer to beat.
Shoots the three. They get the rebound. Out to the right wing. Here's Banham. That three off the mark. Sabally. Reese defending. That one drops for her.
Using her length to find her shot inside. Sabally is a real threat on the interior.
Pass to Banham. Outside Atkins. The tray. Now Banham. 6 to shoot. Now here's Atkins. She's guarded by Boston. And that one's good. Atkins.
Intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
And first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Pass to Ionescu. Uses the glass to drop it in.
Not ignoring the middle part of the court. The more of these that Ionescu hits, the more space she'll get to operate.
Now here's Cardoso. And it's Wilson with the foul. That is her first foul of the game. And so it's Chicago with it. Pass to Cardoso. And she drops in the layup off glass.
Don't need much range to hit from that distance.
And the East All-Stars call time here.
Yeah, coach wants to get everybody on the same page out there and maybe change up some things as well.
Yeah, that's probably a good timeout. You might as well talk. Things through.
And kind of change that game plan as well.
And the East All-Stars making a change here. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first quarter. Wilson outside. Back to Clark. Lets it go. And good as it snugs right down through the net.
Moving the ball well out of the front court. Wilson with a nice find.
Now Vandersloot. Outside Atkins. Picked by Reese. Pass to Vandersloot. Shot clock at 6. Here's Atkins. That's good. And so Courtney Vandersloot gets the assist.
Well, for an accurate shooter like Atkins, the mid-range can look effortless, but that's just because she's that good at shooting the ball.
Great unspoken communication between teammates, leading to the nice assist and easy too.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. That shot wide open.
That's the vision you get with Vandersloot. She's always looking to set up her teammates offensively.
Sabrina Ionescu from outside drills the three-pointer.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
I wasn't sure they should try to get the three right back like that, but hey, it worked out for them.
Here's Banham. Pass to Atkins. And again, it's the sky from deep.
With an unwavering work ethic, Atkins has just about mastered the three ball.
Outside Citron. Clark launches a three. Another three for the East All-Stars.
I can't believe it. They cannot forget about her like that. She's not going to miss that open look.
Pass to Banham. Out to Vandersloot from outside the arc. Offensive rebound. And that one's good.
Way to crash the offensive glass there. And once she gets her hands on it, you know it's going back up and in.
Sabrina Ionescu from outside. Drops in the tray.
Can't give Ionescu any airspace from downtown. If you do, she'll torch you from there.
Pass to Cardoso. Here's Banham. Lets the three fly. Citron grabs the miss. Wilson in the post. Defended by Atkins. Wilson with the bucket.
When Wilson gets the rock down low, it's almost automatic. So effective close in.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Clark. That's foul number 2 for her. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Vandersloot outside. Pass to Onion Wade. Reese guarded by Sabri. Out to the left wing. Courtney Vandersloot. For three. Sachi Sabu comes up with the board. The Eastern All-Stars leading. And here's Clark, defended by Nurse. 20 feet out, takes the three. Another three for the East All-Stars.
I don't know if she got that pass off. I thought for sure she was going to take the shot.
From deep. No good on the last second attempt there. seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. The East All-Stars ahead, leading by 6. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in a moment. And now, the second quarter just getting set to begin. So, guys, what's your take on the East All-Stars so far?
Well, we've seen them really get out and establish an offensive rhythm.
And they're finding ways to score, playing well and getting good offense.
Now, here's Clark. They lead by 6, their biggest margin.
I mean, it would have been something to see her hit from all the way back there.
There aren't many players that can hit from out there, but she's definitely one of them.
Allen with it, covered by Ionescu. Pass to Williams. And yep, it's good.
She worked so hard on her post moves, her finishing. Williams thrives close to the hoop.
And here's A'ja Wilson outside. Good on the three-point shot.
Easiest way to do it sometimes is with the bounce pass.
Pass to Allen. Here's Williams, covered by Iriafen. 4 on the clock. She tries for 3. It's hauled in by the Eastern All-Stars.
Well, it wasn't a block officially, but it might as well been. She really affected that shot.
Yeah, it was clearly her defense that threw her off there.
She's been key for them, the way she's distributed the ball.
No doubt. Look, when the offense runs through her, smooth operation.
Timeout called the Sky.
Ariel Atkins, Rachel Bannon, Courtney Vandersloot.
Pass to Onion Wade. To the left side wing. Banham. Here's Williams. A'ja Wilson with some nice D. The 3 from Kelsey Mitchell. Another 3 for the East All-Stars.
Well, this run has really widened the gap in the game. They are way out in front.
This has been a back-breaking run, really exposing the weakness in their defense.
Here's Williams. And that time also missed a shot. Pass to Ionescu. To the inside. It's stolen by Onion Wade.
A'ja Wilson, second personal foul. First team foul.
So both teams changing it up here. On offense, here are the Sky. A 12-point game. Inside, Reese. Pass to Banham. Fires the 3. Chicago again missing.
Even with every shot clanging off the iron, she seems determined to continue hoisting up these threes. But I think it's time to maybe take a step in.
And that'll raise their field goal percentage even more. They're enjoying a big edge in that category.
And that's because they've been playing smart basketball. They've been very patient offensively, and their shot selection's just been great.
Such a high IQ on this team.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into this second quarter. Pass to Atkins. Reese. Aaliyah Boston with some nice defense there. Wing shot on the way. Again, the Eastern All-Stars.
And as they continue to dominate, you wonder just how much higher this lead might get.
And it really could get out of hand because their defense has been just as excellent as their offense.
Great overall game.
Here's Banham. The 3 ball. Aaliyah Boston grabs the miss. Ionescu up top. Reese defending. And the basket by Ionescu.
What a scoring display we're seeing from Ionescu right now, putting her expansive offensive skill set on full display.
Now here's Atkins. She's got 9.
Surprising miss, wouldn't you say? I mean, she usually devours those wide open opportunities.
And that one drops for her.
Well, there's hot guys, and there's really... high. They can't miss.
Sometimes an individual will go on a shooting tear like this, but a whole team?
This is special, Brian.
Both teams will make substitutions. Outside, Reese. Pass to Cardoso. Atkins. Will it go?
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Citron grabs the miss. Clark with it. Now guarded by Cardoso. It's good.
Superb assist. She was crafty, creative, and the ultimate teammate on that play.
Here's Vandersloot. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for her.
And you can just feel the desperation now. They're starting to lose their composure offensively.
They're clearly frustrated, and it's understandable. I mean, they're on the wrong side of a monster run.
And they got to just settle down, stick to the game plan.
Yeah, keep your composure.
Now here's Clark. Citron for three. A rebound by Camila Cardoso. Man, they've been looking at a sink offensively.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Ariel Atkins on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. And Citron picks up the foul. That is her first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And here's Banham. Shot clock at 5.
East All-Stars foul. Kelsey Mitchell. First personal foul. Fourth team foul. At the line.
The first one falls.
Camila Cardoso. 2 shots.
And she can't with the second. Citron for 3. Yes, what an assist from Caitlin Clark.
Coach has to be furious. Obviously, a defensive lapse there. She is automatic from deep. If you leave her wide open, big mistake.
And she gets the bucket.
Dangerous on the drive. Vandersloot uses her burst to get to the rim and her touch to finish at the rim.
Here's Wilson. Again, the Eastern All-Stars.
It must be nice for them to know that game in and game out, her offense will be there for them.
Banham, no good. Lets it go from the wing. Again, the Eastern All-Stars.
We've seen them do a good job of keeping the pressure up on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and that's why they're starting to pull away. Put on the gas pedal, not getting conservative at all, just adding to that lead.
Yeah, put this... game out of doubt.
A dominating first half of play, and so far it hasn't been close. The East All-Stars ahead, running away with this one. And don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. Welcome back to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the final 2 quarters. And you look at Sabrina Ionescu in this game, and she's been everywhere.
She is seeing the court so well tonight. She made some phenomenal passes in that first half.
Yeah, and they say that she's not the best playmaker, but hey, you could have fooled me with the way she's performing right now.
And welcome back as we begin the second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, but anything can happen. Caitlin Clark with the 3. Rebound, Chicago.
Well, most games she can hit from deep, but this game, it's not there for her.
Vandersloot, shot is good.
Figuring out ways to score inside at 5'8". Vandersloot has multiple ways to finish.
Pass to Clark. This one for 3. The 3-pointer is on target.
You know, she's not going to miss those very often, even from deep. The D has to close down on her.
And here's Atkins. Cans it from downtown.
And I think Atkins is the type of player that is equally effective on or off the ball.
Ionescu left side. Caitlin Clark outside. Another three for the East All-Stars.
Three's going down quickly at both ends.
What an answer. You come at me with the three, I'm coming right back.
Everybody gets a three.
Now it's Reese. Quiet so far offensively, searching for first points of the game. And Asia Wilson with the block. And so it looks like the Sky will retain possession here. Now a timeout called by Chicago. And we're just about a minute and a half into this third quarter of basketball. Clock at 6. Here's Atkins. Comes up empty from 19 feet out.
The defense can't make a habit of giving her that shot. She just doesn't miss many of them.
Pass to Vandersloot. Here's Banham. Three-pointer. Reese controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Second chance buckets, they're always the result of hard work.
And the East All-Stars call time here. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Boston, Reese defending. From downtown, goes back up. Wilson, right side, shoots over Cardoso. A nice shot by Wilson.
Coaches love a solid shooter like Wilson, a player you can rely on to get production from.
Pass to Cardoso. And here's Ariel Atkins outside. It's hauled in by the Eastern All-Stars. Left side, Young. Over Atkins. Young shot's good.
Usually she's providing the pass. Young has to be happy to be on the receiving end of a catch and shoot. More than willing to fire.
Now Banham. Outside Reese. Atkins. Pass to Cardoso. The shot good on the assist by Ariel Atkins.
Well, she's been a bright spot in what has otherwise been a little bit of a struggle for this team.
Mitchell outside. Now here's Boston. Mitchell outside. Sinks the triple.
And that's pretty much an unguardable move for Mitchell. So skilled and composed with the ball in her hands.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Screen by Cardoso. Outside Atkins. And she can't answer back the three-pointer offline. And here are the East All-Stars now. Yep, that goes.
We're seeing the shots dropping for them very well now.
Yeah, this has been an extremely efficient second half for them up to this point. Their coach has to be happy.
Pass to Atkins. Cardoso makes it off the glass.
Great ball movement from Ariel Atkins, showing a willingness to get her teammates involved.
From deep three-point range, but they'll get another chance. From deep, Clark can't hit. Atkins with it. Now Young defending. Back to Atkins. Cardoso. To the paint. And that one's good. Atkins.
With off-the-charts basketball IQ and energy, Atkins is a master at putting the ball in the basket.
Her stroke has been dead on. Inside, outside, wherever. The shots are falling for her.
Here's Chicago now. Pass to Reese. Good.
No one is better than Vandersloot at recognizing and picking out open teammates. She has out-of-this-world court vision.
From deep three-point range. And again, Clark missing. Outside Atkins. Reese. They double her with Boston. Reese gets the bucket.
She did so well to lead her teammate right to the ideal spot. That's the kind of playmaking coaches like to see.
Now here's Clark. 13 points in this game. From deep. It's Cardoso with the rebound. Pass to Vandersloot. Banham. Off the mark there with the three. Kelsey Mitchell into the lane. Drops in the layup for two.
Took advantage of some shoddy D there. They got to at least get a finger on her.
From deep three-point range. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. East All-Stars ahead, opening a huge gap. And after a quick break, we're coming right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Slice the D wide open with this feed. They really had no chance to prevent this basket.
Yeah, it was a great read of the defensive setup and also wonderful anticipation of the movement of her teammates before the pass.
Welcome back as the fourth quarter is right ahead. Not exactly a close contest here. Outside Citron. Shoots. Drills it from outside.
And add another three-pointer to their second half total.
They came out of the break dropping bombs and are just not letting up.
You love to see that.
Pass to Williams. And here's Onion Wade. Misses the baby hook. Now here's Citron. Vandersloot defending. And the East All-Stars get it back. The three from Kelsey Mitchell. That one is good. She has missed only one of her 6 shots from the floor. On offense, here are the Sky. And they've been struggling here offensively.
Bit of a dry spell for sure.
Pass to Onion Wade. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Well, you go back to her college days. I mean, Onion Wade has put a lot of work into her three-point shot, and we're seeing the results.
Three, Kayla Thornton. Another three for the East All-Stars.
How about that? Responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Yeah, terrific little back and forth right there, Tim.
It's been a lot of fun to watch. Their rebounding has been a big key to their success in this game.
It really has been a completely one-sided battle on the courts.
Now get your popcorn ready. Her performance from long range has been something to behold, something to admire.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, that's been her shot today.
Now here's Vandersloot. Pass to Williams. 5 to shoot. And a bit of a battle for the ball, and the official signals a jump ball there. Shot clock at 3. Now Allen fires for 3. He can't hit that time.
Personally, I am shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. He makes you pay on those nearly every time.
On the wing, Rebecca Allen. And once again, off the mark by Chicago. Citron, defended by Nurse. On the wing, Kayla Thornton. And here's Kelsey Mitchell for 3. Count that one as her 7th make in 8 attempts. That's a scorching 86%. Nurse outside. Back to Vandersloot. To halt the run. And that comes off the assist by Kia Nurse.
Yeah, I knew Vandersloot wouldn't let that 3 go. She's too competitive not to fire back.
Now here's Citron. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Vandersloot with it. To the middle. And she takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
That's what has to happen if they're going to turn this one around. She has to take charge. She's been a little hesitant to pull the trigger. I don't know why.
They'll take as many of those looks as they can get, trust me.
Now here's Vandersloot. Pass to Allen. Here's Vandersloot. Jacks up a three. And it's Iriefin with the rebound. From deep. Citron, no good. Nurse with it. Williams there. Nurse with the bucket.
Well, Nurse does most of her work out at the perimeter, but let her inside and she'll make you pay.
Citron, no good.
She's missing shot after shot after shot from three-point land. This is not a fourth quarter she's going to want to remember.
I tell you, she loves getting looks like that from three-point range. Just nobody near her.
And here's Kayla Thornton from the arc. Buries it. From three-point range.
What a final quarter they're having from downtown. A bunch of threes falling for them.
And they might as well keep going back to the well. Work that perimeter while they're hot.
And work it to the final whistle.
And Williams gets it to go.
Courtney Vandersloot.
Here's Mitchell. Thornton outside. Beyond the arc. Another three for the East All-Stars.
This is a serious game-clinching run they're on.
They are just not backing off, and they're going to close this one out in style. What a surge.
Give them credit. It's just to finish this one off.
And the East All-Stars call time here. And now it's time for a presentation of the player of the game, Kelsey Mitchell.
Sure. I mean, who else are you going to give it to? The bucket's been a tractor beam for her shots all night, regardless of where she's shooting from or what's standing in front of her.
Well, the better she played, the more fired up these fans got, right? And that continued to play out over the course of her phenomenal performance.
Now here's Vandersloot. Pass to Banham. Launches it. It's hauled in by the Eastern All-Stars.
Some of the shots she's taken today have been absolute head-scratchers. She's out there playing like it's a game of horse, and it's not.
Well, you know, offensively, Brian, they've been really special.
Yeah, you nailed it, Tim. No matter what the defense has thrown at them, they've just kept piling up the points.
And more points.
Now here's Clark. She's covered closely. Back to Wilson. Shoots over Cardoso. And that one drops.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it did not work. Not if it results in that shot.